He came, the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. That Jesus' whole goal of coming was to forgive our sins, to defeat sin, death, and the devil, yes, but to also to serve those he came into contact with. So he led a humble life of service. It wasn't about him as much as it is about him. And so Paul, in the letter to the church in Galatia, writes a very similar thing. He says this in chapter 5, starting at verse 13. For you were called to be free, brothers and sisters. Only don't use this freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but serve one another through love. For the whole law is fulfilled in one statement: love your neighbor as yourself. But if you bite and devour one another, watch out, or you will be consumed by one another. And so Paul issues a warning that if we do ask that question, what do I need? We might be led to bite and devour one another, that we might be consumed by each other in hatred and frustration and anger as we all argue and all plead for our own preferences and desires and what we want. But instead, Paul points our focus outside of us. And it doesn't say it, but it's almost as though he's saying, be like Jesus, who came not to serve, not to be served, but to serve those around him. But to do it in a way in which you might want. See, so often when we think about, well, how do I serve someone? We're so stuck, we're so paralyzed. Well, what Paul says here is to love your neighbor as yourself.